Handsum Gambler, one goal, clean sweep, going 5 for 5 every USC card. I am the Handsum Gambler. This week we're headed to San Antonio, Texas for UFC Fight Night 259, Noche 3. It's a stacked card with some sneaky value, but before we do all that, print all those tickets, we have to recap UFC 258, Fight Night, Paris, France. Last week I went 3-2. Profit is profit. You got to put the money deep down in your pocket and run with it. My first pick was Modestas Bukauskas over Paul Craig. I had this pick 100% right. Modestas landed a nasty ground and pound elbow at the end of the first round, rendered Paul Craig unconscious. Happy trails, Paul Craig. I said if you followed my channel, Paul Craig's last fight, that he had one more fight before he was either cut or retired, and that was going to be it for him. Fight number 2 was the easiest money on the card, William Gomis over Robert Ruchala. There was just too many levels between these guys. Very workmanlike performance for William Gomis. Had the guy beat everywhere, striking, cage pushing, had the home cooking working for him because he's a hometown boy, and William Gomis with the easy money. Caio Fernandez defeating Harry Houdini Hardwick. These guys were levels apart. Brutal leg kick finish. Houdini was wheelchaired out of the octagon, and a $50K bonus went to Fernandez. Got that call completely right. Jumping into the first loss of the evening, which was Mason Jones Balagioki. Fight goes to the distance. Mason Jones looked like a world beater. It was one-way traffic. He got on top and rained down some filthy ground and pound elbows, getting Balagioki out of there. He got a $50K bonus too. I was not expecting him to dominate, but give him a contender. He looks really, really good. And the robbery of the night is Alex Sola defeating Rise McKee. This was such a robbery. Yes, he did get dropped with a nasty body shot, but he literally was on his way back up, and Herb Dean jumps in and stopped the fight. There was a little home cooking there. I feel like they wanted all of the French fighters to win, and the French fighters pulled it off. They won every fight that they were in. I'm not going to get caught up on that too much. That's why they call it gambling. Folks, I am not a financial advisor. We are strictly just picking fights here. I'm going to chime in my 3 wins. Cash on 3 of 5, and I'm going to big up myself. Going to jump into the Fade Parade, the newest addition to the Handsum Gambler podcast. This is going to be a quick turnaround, as I'm not fading these guys, but I'm definitely going to pay attention to who they're fighting from here on out. Horrible night for the fighting nerds at UFC Paris. Hoofy, BSD, he gave himself no chance to win that fight. BSD looked like a world beater. His ground game was A1. He just rinsed and repeat that guy and made him look like he didn't know anything about mixed martial arts. And then Kyle Barhalio outgunned against a dude with a stupid reach that can literally hit you from across the street. So I don't think that the fighting nerds are done, but I definitely think they need to start watching who they pick as far as matchups. Like, you need some favorable matchups. But those are the guys that are going to definitely be on the radar to be faded from here on out. Fade parade. We're going to flip the page and jump into UFC 259, Noche 3, San Antonio, Texas. It's a stiff value on this card, but I'm ready to cash. Let's jump straight into the picks. Taking Zach Reese over Sadiqris Dumas, SD Dumas. He's taller, he's longer, he's been more active, he's better takedown defense. Plus, with all the legal troubles that SD has been going through, I don't think he can have the mental focus to actually win a fight. I'm sure he has legal fees and he just needs money. So I think he's showing up for a paycheck. This is what he does. He's a fighter. So I think that's what's going on here. So this has the potential to be the easiest money on the card. Zach Reese, money line. Fight number 2 is going to be Rob Font over David Martinez. Rob Font is, well, before we even jump into that, I noticed that on Tapology, when I started my research, they had him listed as 5'5". But then, like in the last 24 to 48 hours, they've changed it to 5'7". But if you watch the video, it's true. He is more like 5'5". So let's jump into the breakdown now. I see Rob Font being a bigger, taller, longer, way more experienced fighter, strength of schedule advantage. And from what I've seen, Martinez looks too small for this division, like literally too small, 5'5". Like he has some pop and he has some sting, but he has this in and out style that is not going to be conducive to, somebody's going to eventually land on him and put his little ass away. The pick is Rob Font, money line. The thing about this fight is there's a huge age discrepancy between these two. And I don't know when Rob Font is going to start declining, but in his last couple of fights, he's been looking great. And with all the things he has going for him in this fight, last minute replacement, grappling advantage, bigger, taller, longer, can probably beat this guy anywhere the fight goes. I think it's going to be easy money for Rob Font. So that's the pick, Rob Font, money line. Pick number 3, we are going to go with Dustin Stoltzfus over Kevin Gastelum. This is my Zag play. Stoltzfus is taller, longer. He comes in shape. Kevin Gastelum has not looked good since that Sean Brady fight. And I think he's just showing up for a paycheck. He's got a 3-inch reach disadvantage going into this fight. Stoltzfus is definitely trouble when he's on top in ground and pound positions. So if he does end up on top of Kevin Gastelum, I feel like he can cause some damage. And I feel like he's kind of been, Kevin Gastelum's been exposed since that Sean Brady fight. And also Joe Pfeiffer beat him, the teammate of Sean Brady. But the pick is Dustin Stoltzfus, money line. Next up, it's my next pick is a little weird, but I'm going with it. I'm taking Amanda Lemos over Tatiana Suarez. Lemos has a strength of schedule advantage. She's the hands down the better striker. She has defeated girls that have a very good and reputable ground game in Mackenzie Dern. She has been caught, if you're good enough, on the ground by Vera Janarova. But I don't think that Suarez is on that level anymore. I think with all the health issues, layoffs this time, cancer, injuries, I can't back her anymore. The performance she had when she did get the title shot, I can't back her at this point. I'm riding with Amanda Lemos. I think she's going to win a decision, very hard fought. Probably have to either get up from bottom or stop a lot of takedowns. But that's the pick, Amanda Lemos, money line. Next up, gonna take Jared Gordon over Rafa Garcia. Jared Gordon is bigger, he's tougher, he's battle tested, strength of schedule advantage, and it looks like he just has more to offer to the game of mixed martial arts now. Even though he's at 37 years old, he definitely looks like the younger of these two fighters, and that's the pick. I feel like it's a workmanlike performance. He wins the decision, or maybe gets Rafa out of there late, say after the 7-minute mark, 8-minute mark, third round, something like that. We're going to jump into my unofficial main event lead. This is not a bet. I think the Fighting Nerds bounce back this weekend. I'm taking Gene Silva over Diego Lopes. The one thing that we learned about Diego Lopes in the Volkanovski fight is that he's very hittable. He is very, very hittable. And if Silva is hitting him with some bombs like that, I don't think he's going to make it. They're both the same size, 5'6", 5'7", and if Volkanovski can do it, I feel like Silva can do it. So this is going to be a great bounce back spot for the Fighting Nerds. Excuse me. And yeah, that's the pick. That is the breakdown this week, folks. Now, before I jump into my typical ending, Charlie Kirk got killed. I don't really believe in, political stuff, but life is precious, and you should be able to believe what you want to believe without having your life taken. This is the land of the free and the home of the brave, supposedly, and I really feel that, especially in media, whatever your beliefs are, regardless if they like you or not, you're still entitled to them. And I don't think anybody should be killed because of what they believe. I didn't agree with everything he said, but I didn't disagree with everything he said. And that alone is not enough to kill somebody, is what I feel. So, depending on how you feel about that, I don't know how people feel about that, but I just feel like it's a sad time for America, and we need to kind of like hold each other accountable and love each other and do the right thing. Don't forget, the greatest 3-leg parlay you can do is hitting that like button, and then you're going to parlay that with the subscribe button, and then you'll hedge with the share button. And it's the only 3-leg parlay that you need to worry about hitting. Hits 100% of the time every week. Stay sharp, play smart, bet on charm, and win with style. I am the Handsum Gambler, and I'm signing off, folks. See you next week.
It's the greatest team of all time. That squad right there.